Why are you sacrificing with bases?
I'm gonna kill you for
My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists. I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay, guys, so we're with Peter, and then at the background is Mega and Naphy. Naphy will come into the picture whenever needs be, right? Peter, please introduce yourself to everybody else in the NippyCast environment.
In the NippyCast? Wow.
Like who are you? Where do you come from? What do you do for a living and shit like that?
Sure. What do I do for a living? Okay, my name is Peter.
Peter, can I switch off this thing? It's making noise.
Yeah, you can switch it off.
Okay.
Now. You can switch it off. Now.
Sure.
My name, my English name, my Christian name, but I'm not a Christian. Eh?
It's a slave name.
Yeah. It's Peter.
But
when I speak Venda, I always introduce myself as Chumero Mukwebo Walkum Salah Salam Aleikum. Wabraberi Habai Watendo Yamajuta. That's me.
You are Jewish.
Ndoru Watendo Yamajuta.
Okay.
I never said I'm Jewish.
Okay. So you don't like Adolf Hitler. You don't like Adolf Hitler.
He's the original Jew. The original Jews.
Yes. In terms of what do I do for living?
Yeah.
I'm in a transport industry.
Yeah.
I do something there and I get living out of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Like human trafficking? No, you don't have to answer that one.
No. Naphy is asking quite an important question. That where do I come from originally? And I think it's very, very important to answer that one.
Okay.
Original from Venda. If you know Venda, then you know Chasco City.
Do you know that Venda is not in the map?
Yes, Venda is not in the map.
So where in Venda?
But who drew the map? You understand? Then such things you must consider them. Very, very important.
You know that Venda is not in the map.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
Let's check
Fact checker, please.
Yeah. In the world
Say Venda map.
Yeah.
Look for Venda map.
South African map.
Yes.
Venda.
Yeah,
Venda
but remember, Venda is a former homeland, ne? Yeah, it's a former homeland. It's like Gazankuru. They were there before.
Okay.
But the question is, who came up with such maps?
It's Mega.
Yeah.
Who came up with the maps? We don't know. Look, this is gonna reach a point where we're gonna ask Christopher Columbus of drawing the ocean. Is this what you're going to say?
No, these maps were drawn in Germany, man.
What is it saying there?
No. Germany, Berlin. That's where they come up with all.
It doesn't exist. It's not on the map. I don't know. You're one of us.
But if you can say former homeland of Venda,
should I also Google? Yeah, well, it was a Bantustan. Look, Venda was a Bantustan, right? I think.
Map are we referring to the South African map, the world map?
It's not. Venda has got no map. It's not on the map.
It doesn't exist.
It's like a Bermuda Triangle.
I'm lost.
People.
It's not there. Look for it. Actually, we can call. In fact, let's call a good friend of mine, Chief Tidier. Hold it right here, Peter. We're going to call Chief, ne?
Yeah, play some music then.
He's gonna tell us because he's the one who made me realize this thing at some stage.
Venda's not in the map.
It's not on the map. I'm telling you. Oh, are you stressed?
What does that mean? It means we're not recognized as a South African.
You're not. You don't exist.
It means you don't exist. Guys, can I invite you? I have a piece of land there in Zululand, where I come from. I'm saying. So you can dedicate some piece of land. So kids.
Okay, guys. 8 was it? And the grand 0 minutes. Yeah. Hey, cause the faranya now. 1 second. Hey, Chief. Ndiko record a podcast javanon. Una ndachiko ita introduction ndina munna nofe Peter pano wa Mukwevo. Ndakuita introduction yori ubva guy afi Venda mini mindari Venda ngori awoka mepe niri ndi guy. And then you are the first guy that made me aware that Venda is literally not documented in the map of the world. Am I right? Am I right?
So, yeah.
So this is a confirmation.
Yes.
There is no
Peter, do you want to ask?
Oh no, I got it. I got it.
Geographically, there's no place called Venda. Now you can't go say Venda starts from here to there.
heaven.
It's the same as this guy, Putadwana, Transkei, Gazankulu.
Former Bantu stands.
Yes, they're not no longer there. Leboa. And there was the other one, Yaman, there was Kwandebele. Remember South Africa, even itself, previously, if you did history or geography, you know it only used to have 4 provinces.
Yeah.
Some even changed names. Free State was Orange Free State.
Yeah.
I think KwaZulu Natal was just Natal.
It was Natal, yeah. That's correct.
And then we had Transvaal.
Which was
Which is Gauteng, yeah.
Gauteng
And Limpopo.
Now Limpopo, they all formed Transvaal. Even Mpumalanga was part of Transvaal.
Yeah,
so there was Eastern, Northern, and
Northwest.
Gauteng previously it was PWV. It was Pretoria, Witwatersrand, and Vereeniging.
Yeah, when it.
Yeah.
The high fells and low fells.
Yeah.
In Transvaal, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, we don't have a Venda.
No, the name Venda as an area geographically is no longer there. We currently have 9 provinces, which the former Venda area falls under Limpopo, which has 5 districts, which the former Venda falls under the Embe, which has 4 municipalities, which is Mosina, Collins Chavane, Makado. What is the other one? And Tulamela.
Yeah.
But why are you gonna call Urnerijura guy Venda officially?
Rega district ya the names of the areas like Nendebawu, Furini, Bapendo is still there. But as a collective, Venda is no longer there. The majority of the former Venda area falls under the Vembe district. But remember, Malamulele now falls under Vembe, whereas Malamulele was not in Venda.
Yeah.
Previously, it was, I think, under Gazankulu. Ne?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
boundaries changed.
Okay. So, thanks, Chief. Sorry for not warning you about this one. I thought about it when we were recording now, but.
No, not a problem.
Anytime. Sure. Thanks, man.
Chief, thank you very much, ne?
Sure.
For enlightening us on what the colonizers did. Because when are you telling us about what the colonizers did? Because Mina, I strongly believe we do have these places called Venda, Gazankulu, and that. It's only that
we don't have.
It's only.
You know what? You know what killed us?
Yeah.
Ignorance and lack of knowledge. When names were renamed and changed, we kept quiet. Remember, this is a public forum or platform.
Yes.
Where a name people have to give submission.
They never say.
When they named our district or we could have said let's call it Venda.
And nobody said that. And nobody suggested that.
Nobody went and nobody realized that the Venda, the area is going.
Can I come in there, Chief?
You are talking to a guy called Mega. Come close to the mic.
Okay. Chief, it's a pleasure having to meet you and converse with you. This is enlightening for me.
Sure.
Now, do you think it was communicated enough, down to the roots of the common people in those districts to know that they can participate in
on the name changing?
Because maybe we can say we are ignorant, but sometimes our communication is not really clear.
It's not reaching the relevant people.
That's where school comes in and the importance thereof.
Okay.
And also not just assuming. I was speaking to a teacher. I will make an example for you.
Yes.
Kirino, it's important for you to pay taxes. But government is money. Kirino, where do you think government gets money? But no, they go overseas and go get money. Without realizing that the money that comes to some of it, an educator's been teaching kids for over 30 years.
Intervention is
now. it's ours to go. Or our issue when you go and say government will do it. Whose government? Because government is us. I come from Bufuri. There's a ward councillor that I had elected, who must then go sit on the council at Tulamela.
Election is like voting for these people, right?
Yeah. So we don't necessarily need a Ramaphosa to leave Pretoria and make things happen in Bufuri. The councillor is sitting at the municipality. They vote for the budget. If we don't have a road, it's because of us. If there is no service delivery, it's because of us. If we are not happy with councillor Nipples, we'll take him and say, get out.
You can use that word. You can say, you can use nipples here. Well, you can say nipro.
DJ Nipples.
This is a good one.
So the issue is it's us to go and see. Now we've got all the shops. DJ Nipples comes from Block F. Foreigners are owning that whole place. And we can't say they came and took it. We must say we gave them.
Yeah,
but
because they took everything.
No, but
the shops that were there. And I come from Bufuri. Haramariba, we used to buy what we needed. In business, we knew it. We didn't need foreigners to come and teach us business.
You're sounding,
it was even better.
Chief, you're sounding xenophobic right about now.
I am very proudly. So, going forward, and I want to come and explain the question that was raised.
Do it as a parting shot. Do it as a parting shot, please.
We got democracy. And we are still wobbling, trying to find our way around, and people took advantage of us and just came and overtook us.
That's true.
It's a new concept where we haven't learned. That's why people still don't have information. But government must start first term by teaching people to say, this is how this operates.
We need
now you vote for a mayor. He changes from being a teacher, now he's got bodyguards, he can't even speak to that person.
Yeah.
So that's the mentality. That's what we need to change and understand. Ramaphosa is a public servant. He works for us. He must always be begging us, not only when it's election time. Once we can understand the power we have as communities, we will never have any problem.
But Chief, I don't want you to politicize this one. It's your parting shot. We are done, Peter. Do you regret calling Chief now?
No, I don't regret calling Chief. Chief, than't you very much. Ne?
No, we really appreciate
it. Sharp, ne?
Yeah, actually, I appreciate it.
Hola.
we just got a political... A free lecture.
If you want to come in, no para power.
Okay, guys, I said I'm from Venda, and then I won't change that one. I'm from Venda, and then it's called Venda.
I think the point was just geographically, it says that
whose geography are you talking about?
Okay.
If you're talking about the geography of the colonizers, they won't recognize it as Venda. They even went to the extent of going there at what do you call the place? And they called it New England.
It's in New England?
There is New England at home.
Where?
You've got England at home.
Yeah, and but
where? Not London. You mean Jerry?
So
New England. They call
it. You guys are using pounds there.
No.
Where is it?
Ngathi vele bayibiza Nyongilandi.
Ndiga.
Mzibrasini. The farms.
Which side?
I know London.
London in Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Are you serious?
Yeah, yes. Apparently the reason why it was named was because our previous president at that time during the Bantustan era, Wompepu, it's all not president, sir, can I say Kosikul?
Yeah,
yes. Our king, not chief, king. Our king used to go hang there at London.
Was he really a king, or was he just elected by the whites, or was
but you want to start a propaganda? No, we're not going that far. He went to London and he decided to rename that village that name of Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. You know. Okay, cool. To introduce yourself, to say where you come from, it took us a minute and a day. Okay, sure. So the reason why we're having this dialogue today, the topic of today, we call it unasked questions. The reason why this thing got activated, it's simply because Peter asks me things that I've never been asked. and I mean, I've been keeping a list, right?
Yeah.
The first one, that I was so mind boggled. I was like, fuck, this guy just wants to fuck with my brain.
Yeah.
He asked me how come there's black people in Jamaica and then Jamaica is not in Africa, and then how did they migrate from here to there? And then I couldn't answer that, right? And I think we did call Craig at some stage.
They were slaves.
I don't want us to call anyone anymore. If you call
They were
Craig,
slaves, isn't it? But we don't know. But they were enslaved by the English.
I don't know. Mega, do you want to come this side or?
I know. It's just this is general.
You asked me this question, I couldn't answer it. I think maybe Google origination of Jamaicans.
Yeah, and then they went up to the mountains and they fought back and they.
Are you saying what you're googling or are you?
I'm saying it from what I.
Let's start with the actual facts.
Okay, and I know that those guys.
Because for me, I wanted to answer him, but I couldn't. Sorry, did I cut you there?
No.
And because I think what was my explanation? I concluded to read they were slaves.
You said they were slaves.
But then
and then they ran away from something.
Yeah, they ran from being
I
slaves.
suspect that if they were in the boat, they probably hijacked the boat.
No, they were not in the boat. They were, okay, let's.
But come on, Chief, can you focus?
Okay.
My man, how would black people go to America if there's no boat?
They did go into a boat, obviously. They were taken by the English
From where?
from Africa.
Yes. So there was no boat.
There was a boat involved.
Yes. So I'm suspecting that they hijacked the captain of the boat. Pirates of the Caribbean.
No. Those guys, there is something that we don't know.
Like how,
they,
Chief?
They fought. They
What
fought up to the mountains.
What are they saying?
From
there?
where?
It says the island achieved independence.
Can you come and trap
from
it?
the
This
United Kingdom on the 6th of August.
Omega, come and trap it this
Let
side
me give it to you.
so that.
There. It's right there.
Just read it so that I can.
Okay, should I read it out loud?
Yeah.
It says the island achieved independence from the United Kingdom on the 6th of August 1962. With 2.9 million people, Jamaica is the third most. How do I pronounce this?
Populous.
Populous Anglophone country. What the hell is Anglophone? Anglophone country in the Americas after the United States of America and Canada. The fourth most populous country in the Caribbean is Kingston. Kingston is the country capital of it's like Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah, Kingston is the capital of Jamaica.
Of the largest city there. Yeah, so what are they saying here? What are you picking up from this?
The interpretation needs school, man.
No, the interpretation is very clear. It says that they got their independence from the English, from England.
They were slaves.
They were already there. My question is, how did they get there? It's not about how did we get our independence from the whites and that and that.
How they fought.
Actually, I was not. Okay. I was not that interested.
You wanna come through?
Actually, no, it's fine. I will come through.
But we won't be able to hear you.
Okay.
You need to speak through.
I was not that interested when this topic comes in, because I didn't know before that Jamaica is an island, where it is now. Like, hence Peter asked yesterday or no, his question: how did they get there?
Yes, that's my question. I'm suspecting they were in a boat and they probably hijacked the fucking boat.
You suspecting?
How else? What the was Africa? And then that thing is right by the South Americas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
On the map there, if you've got it's actually by the Caribbeans. Because I mean, how? Because which was your bottom line of your question, right?
Yeah.
To say because now it's also gonna take me back to this thing of the origination of humans, which would be.
Can you don't worry me. I'm there.
The naming of the oceans.
There. Let's go. The one that I've opened now. That one will give you your answer.
How did the African arrive in Jamaica? That's the question you asked me.
Yeah.
The first Africans arrived in Jamaica in 1513 as servants to the Spanish settlers. When the English captured the island in 1655, they immediately fled to the mountains, where they fought to retain their freedom and became the first Maroons.
Roots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how was it? Was that like a type of
What's the meaning of
ethnic
Meru?
group? Maybe it's an ethnic group.
It's an ethnic,
Maybe an ethnic group.
An ethnic group.
Yeah.
But you can get this.
So basically, this is people who have been enslaved.
Okay.
Ne?
So now
It
we
sounds
know-
like it.
So now we
Yeah,
know.
they were enslaved and they settled in
But
Jamaica.
now we know that the Spanish are the ones that took them from Africa. Do you want me to come there? Am I audible enough?
Yeah.
Very.
Okay, I'm audible, ne?
Mm.
So we now know that they were enslaved by the Spanish.
Mm.
They came, they took them. And
If
they
you're not
made- they turned
audible,
them
just
into-
wait, Mega. Let me get you another mic. I think we can go around for a while on this one. The funny part is part of the dialogue here on the topic of today, which is unasked questions, which is the questions that Peter has been asking me that I can't answer half the time, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny. Part of the topic, it's this song here. This is a song done by Dennis Ferrer. How do you pronounce Dennis Ferrer's surname again?
Dennis Ferrer.
Dennis Ferreira. This song is called, Peter, you can read it here. What is it called?
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu. Timbuktu it's a town in Mali. Mega, you can correct me here. Check Timbuktu, how do they categorize it? Timbuktu is like a village where the first manuscripts of education of science were discovered. They've got books that are hidden underground. So, according to this, the first university of the world it was in Timbuktu. If we've got enough money, we can fly there and I can show you the town. This is Timbuktu. And the reason why it goes, woo, it's an alienation of that. Called that. Yes, Timbuktu. And that's how the song came about.
It is in Mali. It is in Mali, yeah.
It's in Mali, which is part of the first generation of Kunta Kinte when they took him from not Cambodia. Where is check where Kunta Kinte was coming from? We are well aware that Kunta Kinte is a unique name. It's not like an actual name. The first black to be taken as a slave to the Americas was taken from this here. Yeah. Right. That's why they call them by Niger. By the niggers. The reason why they are called niggers is because they are from the Niger space of the continent next to Timbuktu. Yeah, you were saying, sorry?
So we all agreeing that those guys from Jamaica, they were slaves.
It's the same WhatsApp group as these guys.
From Africa.
Who were taken from here. Yeah, because...
But I've got a big question here. Which part of Africa? Because, check.
Mali is right by it's on the western side, like Algeria, Niger.
Because I know
you see where the wind
I know Algeria is very close to France.
This is very funny.
Should I draw it for you?
Because on Google it says that many historians describe, the first seven as seven. I don't know why they want to call him a seven or a slave.
Yeah.
You know what his name was?
What is it?
Punch.
They just gave him the name. It should be an African name. So Zonek, let me show you.
Okay.
Timbuktu here of this song.
Yeah, Timbuktu.
Is here.
You must follow that K. Yeah.
Timbuktu is here. This is Niger.
Niger, yes.
When the slave traders were discovering the first humans of black society to use in America to go abuse them in New York, which is here, they got them from here and they went that way. And then that's why I was trying to answer it in a manner of the Caribbean. Somebody probably hijacked a boat and they went to the south. So Abanoni, it's if you go watch a movie called The Roots. If you go watch a movie called Roots, we unpack that dialogue, and then and the same type of year that you're saying is that 600 and what? What year was it? 600.
Which one? The Jamaicans.
The time is the same time that Jan van Riebeeck arrived here at the Cape.
1652.
Yeah, at the Cape. It's the same time when they were colonizing the planet. They found us and they would take us to go enslave us wherever. And even today, right now, the reason why black people are not rich is because we are still slaves.
Yeah, by economics, we are far.
They took this knowledge from Timbuktu and the first university. They dissected the science to make it English. They didn't write it in the manuscripts that I'm telling you of where this village is. They came back with you to tell you about Cossack sign, and then they give a calculator. And we've not passed the science proper at school, but the technology of the world belongs to Africans. We are the ancestors of everyone in the world. Adam and Eve, found here at cradle of humankind. That's the first evidence that we have. So I hope I'm answering this one of Jamaica. Ne? Peter?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're
I think
satisfied.
we're done with Jamaica.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
And then I want us to cross over to Bermuda Triangle.
Is that what Peter asked?
You didn't ask me this one?
I didn't ask you that one, but somebody asked you in my presence.
Yeah.
Let's go to Bermuda Triangle.
What is your school of thought on it?
My lessons are very poor on this one. My lessons were very poor on
Just
this
like
one.
me.
Can I jump in on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
From my experience about
Yeah.
the Bermuda Triangle, it is that there's been mystery around this space where airplanes would go missing.
They disappear.
They disappear, not just disappear, but ships also will disappear. But those that make it alive to tell the tale, what will happen with them is that
It's like this.
yeah, it is like that. It's a triangle. So what those that would survive this whatever situation that goes on there, they would come out disorientated. They'd be missing time. Some of them would disappear for hours from the radar, and they'll come out and say, I had a turbulence that was bad for like 10 minutes. But from the radar, they'd be missing for like 2 hours. And when you look at their time, they would have time that has lapsed. Maybe 2 hours into the time. You know, and they don't know what happened at that 10 minutes, but with that 2 hours or 3 hours.
But Mega, part of the unasked questions is this equivalent to having a dream? If you take a nap,
we don't know.
if you take a nap for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
your dream you might be 3 days.
I wouldn't know how
Could it be the same thing?
It might be the same. It could be the
Lizone.
same. Because
Okay.
these
Hey,
guys-
hey.
This I will.
Okay,
We'll still Google it. Ne?
I want us at the end of this one. We must talk about this one of a dream that you can take a
nap.
a nap for 10 minutes and dream
And dream for 3 days.
for 3 days. We'll take it.
What
We'll come back to
goes
that.
on there?
We'll come back to
Let's ventilate this one of
No, I'm just saying that.
that-
That's what.
But Peter, I hope it makes sense in sync with what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm listening to him. These 2 hours missing, and then they don't know what is happening.
I was
in
trying
space.
to get. I know.
Maybe the
but-
pilot took
I'm
a
with
nap.
you.
You see, Nippo is the driver of this ship, but sometimes
Yeah.
he forgets they are co-pilots. Anyways, so like
Okay, go for it, go for
as
it.
I was saying,
Sure.
like people would come out missing time. Some will just disappear. You know, no remains of a plane, no remains of a ship. It's just a mystery.
Titanic.
No, nothing to do with it.
Titanic was not sunk in the Bermuda Triangle.
Titanic went and it hit
An iceberg.
It sunk.
It was not in the
No,
triangle.
I don't know. But what
According to what I've
but
picked up.
they hit an iceberg,
An iceberg,
yeah.
and they discovered the ship.
So the odds are that there's an explanation for this nonsense.
With this triangle is that people, there's mystery there. The guy will be flying his plane, it's a nice weather, and he says he sees a small cloud, flies through the cloud, the whole thing, you know, the
Disappears.
radars are going haywire, and he does not know what is going on with the plane.
No GPS.
And then 10 minutes later, he's managing to get out, but then he finds out that when he lands, 3 hours has lapsed.
Yeah,
And he's told, hey man, your plane went missing, we couldn't find it
for
on the
3
radar."
hours.
For 3 hours.
And
What
he couldn't.
happened?
He can't remember
We
what
can't
happened.
account for the time, you know. But it's something that we can Google. Anyone
Maybe in the Buroi.
can Google.
Yeah.
What do you think about Buroi?
Do you know what I
You think what's going on there? Because the Bermuda Triangle sounds like they're not telling us. Eh?
So your explanation about Bermuda Triangle.
I do not know. My thoughts would be
Hey guys, if anybody's watching and they've got a budget to sponsor us with mics, you can see we're struggling. Eh? We just need how much do we need?
maybe for $4,000.
We can't be running a podcast like this where we're sharing as if we're no quarter.
Maybe someone who's got that $4,000 from Barabara.
no 4,000
farm.
4,000 US dollars.
US dollars.
Go back to your point. You were saying.
No, never mind.
You were saying.
Guys, I said in the beginning when it comes to that point of a Bermuda Triangle, I said to you, honestly speaking, I won't lie to you because I would like to come in every topic we talk about if it's necessary. But I said to you, this Bermuda Triangle, this word is for the first time. So I was listening very well to Mega when Mega explaining what this Bermuda Triangle is all about. Now Peter is thinking about the witchcraft and this black magic.
Black magic.
But guys, when you're failing to have an answer, you're gonna blame the witches, ne?
No. But see, I think since Mega gave us the explanation, he must also give us what is it that he think it is that is happening.
Yeah.
Okay, can you check? What is the top 5 reasons why sheep disappear in the triangle? And what is the top 5 reasons why we can explain what happened? What is going on in the triangle?
Okay.
Does it suck?
Now there's this thing here. I'm gonna read it for you now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna read all of it. It's too long. But I'm gonna read
Just summarize it.
It's from what? Google.
It says, it's from Google now. It says the Bermuda Triangle is a mythical section of the Atlantic Ocean, roughly bounded by Miami.
Yeah, it's right next to New York.
Bermuda and Puerto Rico, where dozens of ships
could be wrong.
and airplanes have disappeared. You see something about
How many? Mega, check how many planes have disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle.
Let me finish this one. Yeah. It says, I'm just facing a situation.
And then we're answering your unasked questions, ne?
Yes, man.
Now we're being granular here.
But this one, it tends just to remind me of that one of that Malaysian plane. The Malaysian plane, the one that got lost. And
It was in the Indian Ocean, that one.
Yeah, it was never found.
Well, there's conspiracies of somebody shot it down.
Something similar.
But what happened to the remains? They call it the debris of the. What happened?
I think on DSTV they've got something called what investigation. I think let's wait for them to, because I mean, if they've got a black box, it's supposed to show you where this thing is.
The black box it records everything. Yeah.
You know.
We don't.
There's other black boxes. Is
Yes.
Once I did play you think a black box.
You want to get
if you want to save lives, what is the bottom line?
I don't think
this phone. You see this phone? This phone you can put it under that tire, and I run over it. This phone will be crashing everything, but you still get the SIM card. Do you believe?
Why don't you make the whole safety feature of this plane with a black box that can retrieve memory of the last pilot who crashed into a fucking mountain? Why don't you use the same material to protect the entire plane?
And protect the people.
Terry, you can save the black box. Save people in the plane with the same material you used to make the black box. To save the memory of the communication.
It means
what?
It means even the people.
You're going to have to create another layer to the plane, a very thick layer, very, very thick layer.
And you must also...
Why don't you do that?
It means the plane won't even breathe.
Really heavy to fly. So we'll have planes flying like here.
I don't care, but I don't want people to die while they're flying if they hit a mountain. You're worried about saving information of how they crashed than to save humans.
So you can improve on the feature.
You're improving when people are dead. What is the point? What are you trying to achieve? I was making sense, mamuna. Ninga a plane in never to over but you can save the black box. Make the thing out of the material of the fucking black box, the whole shit. What more do you want?
Gentlemen, tell me, how much do you trust this Google that you're using where you get information?
It's a good question. Actually, Mega, I think we need to relegate Google in terms of efficiency, in terms of accuracy and proximity of information on Google. Nowadays, people load hogwash online. But so I think let's give it confidence level of 50%.
And
to answer you.
No. Let Mega answer this one. He's got something to
on
say.
the basis of how I have. This is very particular to this question. Yeah, triangle, Bermuda Triangle. It is because it was way before the times of Google when I got to learn about this. These were during the times.
How many years?
I almost said flip with an F. Ne?
Okay.
The one that
the FAR. Flipping FAR.
Mega, we told him earlier on, or don't disturb us while you're recording. Say hi.
Say hi to the people.
And then say, promise that you're not going to disturb us again until we're done.
I will not
Say it.
Say I promise.
Say it here.
I promise.
That
what?
You won't disturb us
Again. I'll never disturb you again.
while we're recording. Sharp. Sharp. Yeah. Take 5. Sure.
So something with regards to this, I want to give you the confidence level. What I'm reading here, of at least 89.3%.
89.3.
Don't ask me
Was that? Is that confidence level?
I wanted to ask that one. Thank you very much. You said I mustn't ask.
What was that? Sorry, I missed that.
No, I want to give you this research that I'm thinking through Google. That I want to give you this in 83 and 89.3%.
What was that?
You said you needed to give confidence levels.
Yeah. Oh, so you're giving it 90%?
I'm giving it for 89.3%.
Fuck it, man, 90.
Because when
on what precision to say we're gonna die?
I still want to leave room before I get to 90%.
Okay.
No, on that it is very accurate to what I have learned in the past. And in the past, my research was not even Google. It was before Google time.
Is this for a death rate of a plane crash?
No. This is how accurate this research is to the knowledge that I have.
Google.
The research that I have known before Google.
No, I want us to take it down. Take it to 50%.
No,
because people lie there on social media. People today have got fake news, man.
And then what I know about it.
I'm not gonna do it because I'm saying to you, I learned this information before Google.
And the reason why in Ingo is because you know that we're not discrepancy.
No,
if many people believe on this and talk about this, they believe in this. Google. What you going to Google and say no? What is happening in Limpopo? Okay, you say Peter Mokaba Stadium. When was it built? You understand? Many people who started knowing Peter Mokaba, they'll talk about the old Peter Mokaba. They will talk about the year before old Peter Mokaba Stadium, and Google will tell you about that. You know that. What many people who typed there on Google spoke about that information. It will give you that one.
Your question was more on how should we trust this? How much trust should
you trust that Google, especially on things that is not happening in South Africa. Some of things that is happening in South Africa, we all know about it. But this one of 1652, you promise something like that. We rely on it, this guy. So I want to know from you guys, because I can see many things you like on Google.
Okay, can I come in terms of Google and that? Guys, okay, you said you'll give it 89%, ne?
I'm not giving it Google. I'm not. No problem within context. I am saying for this one, for the Bermuda Triangle, I am going to give it 89.3%.
You're giving Google
89%? Yes, on this particular research.
Bermuda Triangle.
On this particular research, I'm giving it 89.3% on the basis that I knew about this information
before
from other people that went to research these mysteries that were happening there.
Okay.
Way before Google even happened.
And then what was
and now Google is
concern?
Is verifying what I just said. Remember, I said it out of my mind.
Peter's got a concern here.
No. Remember, in terms of Google, I don't trust Google.
I think you know what.
From this, I cannot even give it percentage. Mara, there are times whereby I really need to do a homework for my kids. I do rely on Google, and if you give me wrong answers, believe me, I go with those wrong answers.
Yeah.
Mara.
Why wouldn't you know if it's wrong
if we have to look
before you
let's
decide?
work around probabilities.
Okay, let's talk about something that I don't know.
You give us the 89%.
but he gave 89% based
on this particular
Bermuda.
Oh, so that was just the Bermuda
only.
Yes.
He said it.
I thought you were giving us the
all
whole
round.
Where were you the whole time? You are supposed to be the captain of the ship.
On average, ne?
that got sunk in the Bermuda Triangle.
On average, Mina, I wouldn't trust Google. And if I don't trust Google, in terms of numbers, I won't even give it even a single digit. If it is a digit, I'll give it 0 because I don't trust it.
Zero intelligence.
It's just like if there's a medical doctor that you don't trust, you won't let that doctor to operate on you, will you?
No, I would not.
Then I won't say, oh, I trust you 50%, you can operate on me.
Because they're not going to operate you 50%. They're going to operate you 100%.
Wrong.
And you're going to die.
Operate you 100% wrong.
That you might not make it out.
Even today's doctors now, they're passing with 30% of pass mark. They had Medunta. I don't know. Are they using that? Are they applying it at university level?
Don't say those things because when you say those things, you are discrediting our
medical.
So I should not tell the truth.
Standard.
Please,
so I should not tell the truth.
Research.
Let me give you an example. I've got a friend who operation last 3 months ago.
I've never had a friend that comes from Medunsa who says that they passed by 30%. Let's just
how much?
I know we are angry.
And some they are very lucky to cope.
You know, but
how much are they passing by?
They pass by the same average that is
which is what?
Needed.
80.
I don't know what doctor's average is, but it's that average. It's not 30%. I know that as a fact.
Okay.
You know, not with that
right.
not with that profession.
That's fine. Okay, we're crossing over to Adam and Eve.
Are you coming to religion now?
No,
not religion.
Relax, Mega.
Do you know why? Do you know why I wrote this?
Peter said that he's not a Christian, so this is where me and him are gonna deal.
No.
No, it's fine. We can deal.
I'll allow that one.
The reason I wrote this one is because I was very flamboyant, I think, yesterday about the cradle of humankind, which is the only evidence we have of where Adam and Eve could likely be at, which is what you call the first primate, which we've got evidence of Homo naledi, which is here at northwest at Marupeng, right? I've been to that cave. Even when you go there, you can feel this is the origination of life. When you go underground there, they've got water that is oceanic. So it means at some stage, at the time when Homo naledi was there, I think it was 266,000 years back. There was the way it was an ocean. Even here where we're sitting now, here we're in Kempton Park, Kempton Park, Gauteng, not Kemp Park. It was under the ocean. So the 266,000 years, when I calculate it means that the ocean ended somewhere by the cradle of, if you know Ramsey cradle stone and all those, we've got oceanic water underground. And then I've concluded that Homo naledi is our Eve. We haven't found Adam yet. And it's a primate. You would know what primate means, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's why I wrote it here. And then if you want to have an argument about if I'm lying about this, we're gonna have to go there. And we all have to go there because it's 200 meters underground. You need to travel.
A pyramid is our kind because you are looking at it from genealogy that suggests that
English.
Genealogy is still English. That suggests.
I don't know what it means.
It is suggesting that we came from a tadpole.
Can't you just say evolution?
Evolution.
Yeah, please, man. Can you keep it simple? I'm from Venda. Public school.
It says that,
Bantu education.
No.
No.
I was just taking it. I was taking it to what you would say, like yourself. What's that? That's the term that you use. The English women that can speak Venda. There's English word that you use, like when you go to the granular.
He went.
Granular.
I can remember when he started. He went flamboyant, and I went like, wow, man.
I went granular. That's his terms. I went granular. I had to go down to the cells. But in any event, you are saying that this is where us as a species, as we
Homo
are right
naledi
now,
is our if. That's
As
what
we
I'm
are.
concluding.
as we are right now, as the way we look, the way we are, the way we appear, because there has been those that are before us, before the Homo sapiens.
Yeah, that's why she's called Homo. Homo
Okay,
Homo
okay.
naledi is coming from the Homo sapien.
Okay, can I come in?
Yeah.
You introduced the topic, a very, very good topic. You said Adam and Eve. You went to Homo naledi, and when I even said you already concluded that we already got our Eve. Maramina, I don't know what is your source of information.
I've been there.
Oh, you've been there.
I've studied it.
I've
for
also
a
been
good
to
5
places.
years.
You understand? You go to the echo caves, you go to the big tree, you go to what. Those people, they will always tell you stories. Same like Cradle of Humankind. You look, okay, by just looking at the pictures, you will believe that, okay, now, this is how a human being has...
They originated.
There was an argument like this.
Yes, but okay, now, there is a confusion now. There is this book that was omitted from the Bible. You said you Christian, right? Okay, there is a book of Enoch now. The book of Enoch that was supposed to be in the Bible that you guys Christians are reading now. Understand?
It was supposed to be there because the guys that decided to put the Bible
in the book of
Mega, let Peter finish.
In the book of Enoch, it has been explained how life started. How educate? You remember on the previous topic you spoke about the first schools and that. It was angels. It is angels.
Timbuktu. People have been saying the angels are the aliens. Do you think so?
I don't think so. I don't know what you think.
You know what?
I reserve myself on this one. I'm still listening.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, yeah,
jump
Mega.
in then.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in on this one. I'm jumping in on the basis that, depending on what you believe in, some believe in ancestors as like that's it. It's us, it's ancestors, and nothing else. Some believe it's us, ancestors, and they talk to God on our behalf.
Automatically, after 100 years, you'll be an ancestor.
So ancestor.
Automatically.
Let him get to his point. I think.
But some people believe deeply in ancestors that they believe that they can go to a grave, speak to a person, and the person comes magically and makes things happen for them. That's the belief that they have. However, it doesn't matter where you come from. Jewish people believe in the Jewish Bible.
No. What do you mean? They're here.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, Moses.
I think it's getting into a very, very interesting point.
Moses being the ultimate prophet, and Jesus being a prophet as well, not a god. And Christians believe that Jesus was a god in the tripartite. The God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, Islams believe in Muhammad, and they believe that Jesus was a prophet who's still gonna come back and help them fight the Jews and kill them. It's just how we believe.
Why are we killing each other?
I don't know, but that's just how they believe. What I'm saying is that it doesn't matter which denomination you're coming from. You see some person coming and just appearing out of nowhere, and they give you a revelation, and they tell you, now you've not been having a child, and you are 60. You're gonna bless you with the first child in your 60th birthday, and then they disappear, and then at 60 years and 9 months and 60.9 months, you have a baby. You're gonna say that is an angel. Whether you're in Islam, whether you are ancestral, you will put it a particular an angel that came through.
What?
You know what I mean?
Can I confess
now, when
something?
you're a person that doesn't believe in anything, it will be something that came from nowhere. You will believe it's an alien because you don't believe in God. If I do, I'm just gonna say I believe. I'm gonna say that it is God. God is the one that makes everything happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that whatever that we see, whatever vision, whatever alien that we think is, it is coming either from God or it is coming from.
Do you just say God is an alien?
I did not say that.
Okay.
I'm saying that whatever belief, this is me. This is me as an individual with my belief. If some deity comes from somewhere and it gives me good news, and they happen, I will say God sent an angel to me.
If there's aliens, sorry to cut you. If aliens exist, who created the aliens?
But he's refusing the same thing that are you asking him? He already answered that one of aliens.
Yeah, I'm saying that if
he gave you an example that if someone is 60, you gave it by 60 years, and an angel come and say, oh, you'll have a child at your 60th birthday, you will believe that it's an angel, not an alien. So then his whole point is, if there's something good that comes from an angel, you will believe it's an angel. But if
it can be an alien.
But he never said anything bad.
Okay.
You understand?
So if you don't believe, if say for instance you don't believe in God, angels, and everything else, and you believe, say for instance, deeply in just ancestors, not ancestors presiding for you and praying for you to God, you'll believe that it is ancestors. It knows la figure elinye mara limhlophe.
Yeah.
La figure la khuluma nami idlozi lathi kimi uzobona and I got
Mega, Peter is pressed.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's coming back, man. You should he? Peter,
he's responding from
should we continue?
The nature call.
Okay.
It's a nature call.
Mega.
Nature calls, a person goes.
Sure.
You know, if you believe it, then it will be, then this angel. But it came as a white person, or it came as some creature, you know, that is blue and looks scaly like it's about to be a snake. And it said
where do you get the image from?
I'm making an example.
No, because they fed you in the Hollywood movies.
No.
Do you know why I'm saying this?
I'm making an example.
I'm crashing this one out.
And Mega, there's nothing wrong to admit that you're using that you had that
Hollywood
image. But it's fine. It's fine.
Mega, let me tell you that I've seen an alien.
No, I'm not.
Can I say that?
Okay, you can say.
You won't believe that day.
I
think let's wait for Peter to come back.
You know, when I'm seeing the T-shirt that you're wearing, that's why I believe.
You're gonna do the conspiracy, which is the last topic.
Mega,
he's trapping me.
The two of you.
I think I also need a 6'9". I'm coming. Hey, he wants to trap me.
Let's take a commercial break then.
Let's take a commercial break. You should listen to some songs now.
As part of the topic of today, called Unasked Questions because of Peter. Well, aliens are the most difficult things to explain because the odds are that you are also an alien to another alien, right?
Why did they come here?
Because I mean, if there's an alien,
what is an alien? An alien, I should think, is a foreign creature.
Yeah, even for you, you're also foreign. It's like
to who or to what?
It depends if they're humans.
You never left here and went to Mars to go and search for aliens.
No,
we don't
come here. They are aliens.
No, but Mega, let me give a simple example.
On that one. I never went to Mars. Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Do we have life there? That other side of Mars? No, we don't.
No, you can
ask a question and then you answer
it. Yeah.
Then you shouldn't have asked. You're wasting our time.
We rely on Google.
We don't have that time.
We don't believe in Google, so we don't know.
So we agreed, all of us, we don't have that much belief in Google.
Okay, can I summarize this one before? Because we need to jump in. The sun is about to go down.
Okay.
If you say, can I use a derogatory manner that you guys use? In South Africa, which is more xenophobic related, right?
Alright.
When you go to Nigeria, do you know that you automatically become likwerekwere?
Yes.
You are an alien.
Yeah.
And you guys have never thought about it at that level. Ne? So aliens, if they exist, we are also alien to them. I think let's close that. The next one, I don't know. Anybody?
No. We cannot close it because you want us to close it.
Okay, sure.
Let's talk about this one.
It's your podcast.
What is an alien? That was my question. And then I answered it. Ne? I said an alien. It's a foreign. What did I say?
Unknown object.
No, it cannot be.
Who asked the question? It was you.
It's me.
And then he answered it.
No, he never answered it. But
you answered yourself.
He only gave an example.
So give us the answer because we didn't answer that one.
No, No, it's something that.
What is an alien? Okay,
It's a foreign living.
Okay, let me ask you, Peter.
It's a foreign.
What is an alien?
It's a foreign living thing. What do I mean by saying a foreign living? Should I meet a tiger, a lion, whatever? I won't say it's an alien. I know there's a tiger, irrespective of the fact that okay, it might kill me and that and that and that. But it's an alien is some creature that is foreign that I never met. You
So how do you explain
why are you explaining something that you've never seen?
Alien. You can't say an alien person is an alien when I'm in Nigeria, because your statement is saying it's something that you've never met. You have met people. You're not all black people.
No, that one is Nipro that who said when you go to Nigeria
you are an alien already.
I didn't say you are an alien.
His example was
it's
wrong.
It's the way that you guys say.
You said
the guys in
Kware and alien is
South Africa, but Nigeria. When you go to Nigeria, you're also a Kware.
automatically.
Yes. So you're an
that
alien. Somehow. If you go to another planet.
So the two of you, your statement contradict.
You just don't know each other.
What
happens is that
Mega.
Remember Nipro is a DJ, ne? Then Nipro is a DJ. There's that song. I'm an alien.
You know,
I'm an Englishman in New York.
Because it's a foreign. It's a foreign.
Yes. Man in you. Then come on, man. You got it wrong.
He's saying automatically.
Mega was coming with an answer.
And he's saying God is an alien. No. This one he's saying, his explanation is saying an alien is something that you never met, you don't know.
Yeah,
but you
it's a foreign creature.
No,
yeah, then you can
say even a dog is not an alien. Even a wild animal is not
I'm going to, you know what, Peter? I want to agree with Peter.
So what is an alien according to you, Peter?
It's a foreign creature, a creature that you don't
give me an example.
I'm gonna read it from
what?
Okay, it's coming.
People don't believe in Google. Where do you Google?
Yeah.
Description.
Yeah.
From Google.
From
Google. Mega. From Google.
You don't talk to them. You must talk to.
Okay.
Which it does not believe in. Remember, it does not believe in Google. But
yeah.
I'm not sure how Google can actually address things that he believes.
I do agree that we can get answers from Google.
A creature from out of space, extraterrestrial. That's
like a
from out of space.
Yes.
What is the difference between?
He said it was a creature that is not that a foreign creature.
Yes.
When you are not from Earth and you are from out of space. Out of space is out of space of Earth. A creature.
Mega
creature from out of space.
Yes.
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah, but can you check the difference between UFO and an alien? Let's see what it is, because it sounds like
unexplained flying.
Just say the difference between the two.
UFO is
unknown flying object.
Unexplained
object.
Yeah, check the difference between the alien and the UFO. Official on what the
but
is it official now on Google?
Alien is something that it's just like
no, till we can use the information to
American. Yeah, this will never but because the movie no wrong
Godzilla.
Not Godzilla, man. Okay, lo imaso ni ngabona ngari ndingwena so man.
The Godzilla, man.
It's Godzilla.
Yeah.
Lodina.
The robo so the Godzilla. La muchela mona boso. Le ji ritana zo le kwashika.
La umera ranjeni. Look. In fact, Mega, after
if you mean there's
an answer.
Mama lady, whatever.
Man made.
Who saw a mermaid in this life?
But that's something else. I know, Peter. I think you're going far. Okay. Let's get the difference between UFO and alien.
I thought you said I must ask and answer and ask questions. Whoever saw a mermaid.
Okay. Or should we edit?
A mermaid.
Whoever saw a mermaid.
Okay. Mega, can you please do the UFO and alien, please?
What's a mermaid?
What is a mermaid?
You guys are giving me a lot of...
It's an urban legend.
Mega, are
you overwhelmed?
You are giving me a lot.
Should we hire people in this office?
You guys say it's a lot.
It still explains the same thing.
What is it saying?
It says unidentified flying object.
Yeah. What is the difference between a UFO and an alien?
That's exactly what it says here. Unidentified flying object, that's UFO.
So why would you call a UFO an alien if you don't identify it?
And a UFO is a flying object that is unidentified.
Why would you know what it's been identifiable on it? Because you can't tell me.
No, if there's a bed on top of the tree, you can identify that one is a bed. Nipro is saying, should you see a person, should you see something, it means you know it. I'm not saying no. You can see something and you don't know it.
There could be something that walks
how many things that you see and you don't know?
There could be something that walks on two legs but it does not have a head. I'm
just saying.
Have you ever seen umkovu? Mara, you know, there are people that tells you there's umkovu.
What is umkovu?
Peter, don't go far.
No,
the very same question you ask about, he wrote it down. Who saw the man-made? What is the man-made?
What if I see a bucket that
Where have you seen?
And arms? Like
people have their minds already.
There's arms and it's something that I don't know, maybe ears walking around like this. What am I gonna say? And I cannot identify it as anything.
You can't say that. You cannot identify something that you are identifying it as unidentifiable. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Mega. I can't say I didn't identify you now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rephrase that. There's a new.
It doesn't make sense.
There's a new.
Doesn't make sense. Oh, we're still here.
Yeah.
There's a new. You can Google this. There's a new.
I thought you were the one who's doing that.
I've got it.
You are the one who should identify the
UFOs.
UFOs.
Have it here, but I know it. Or I know of it. There's a new wording for it. It's called unidentified
flying
UFP.
What is the P for?
Unidentified flying phenomenon.
You're gonna kill it at that.
Yes.
And I think that's the only way to make
it
it better. Do it.
I'm gonna do it now.
Do it there. Because I'm not Peter. I'm not chiti chene ngari ananchi divi no chibona. Nari archi unidentifiable mamuna. Avera ma alien. Ni ma UFO. You are lying to yourself. You can see them. I've seen. Unidentifiable.
No, identifying and knowing is two different things.
Let's talk about
identifying
one thing.
You can identify
something unknown.
Or 4 legs and stuff. But I don't know that.
I got something that you don't know. You will be able to see it, but won't be able to identify it because he doesn't know it. It's just like, okay, now I've never met any creature at night. But it is said that there are things that people meet, like, okay, example, Mpogori. That's the one. Mpogori. So, little rafu, mini, over a hair.
No, what you got on me and off me.
I watch it.
Linyo, Chandran.
Chandran, talk about afternoon drive you. Tico.
I don't know. 8 was it? Sure. You're the radio one. Iri mine radio nganepo ndakota chi podcast ndato decide or ndivene koto fonera ngori ndani kuchingolwa muyani ofemene damba
asiyeno ndolangwana ufenyu shandru koreni ulani
ono ndi producer
the producer
yeah
ndo dala ngoduva kwambi
fantecheresa
ovizwa DJ 130 yoni bhala shandu lukware no la mthango la mwa bako bhala ngoiviza ola mthango to kudai ayambe ni mune
wait a minute
130 yaba bhala bote yani bhala no temeyo
13
TY.
Homo mini, what the fuck was this?
130.
Homo mini
130.
Who 130?
The 13 na TY. So ni
mugaloka. Zina kwamla shandu nomjito mjitani kumwango zina lawo onena shuma na
chiko.
Yeah. Have ndizwa madija zino. Do imagine madija kale bo nipro. Mangazizita so. No senga mad.
ngovidzina sule asibakodwa ba unique ndiyabona. Nikathi dive ande kisiona ka Google
ene lazuva chazama chanyegiwa labdanga satuviziwa babhanana varikana afi hayi arimimene nemunachida ari andi 130 nosiya mani
ndiye mumwe wavakolidza nga Friday ndi OONA ndiri ona enori una so avakozama va unique vana va vathu dorimini
ari tene n'wana mukala.
Which speaks to branding. How is the show today?
Yeah.
Namsiyani radio napo.
Lokamba mini?
Ndiri muyani namutsi.
Lokamba kamini vakona kodha kan radio ndipo.
Tunya kodha radio. Ndakori tiva nchingela vanoni muyani. Ndiba chingelena apa ka podcast.
Ningodori chingela rimini. Richard.
Mutu akuzuru kodho chingela rimini.
Ofindo tamino.
Ofindo na do imagine madije kare vonni pro linga chena mapiano afa. El tanga la ndaza monelini uri Terry the big
Terry ndi Tiko.
Tiko la ndaza Lara do imagine man. Budije ne pro.
Chinga public figure wambo ngayo and atumia ombela permission.
Ne esvar.
Sambona vondi kanichingela de.
Chingani.
Shasha.
Chingani mara ni video ri oy muchingo wanui.
Yeah.
Ungaito ri niwe setu avudi kana usiya avudi.
No, I know how to play it.
Yeah.
I know how to play it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right.
So thanks, man.
Stop.
Sure.
I want to ask you questions about me.
Okay, go for it.
Listen again. I'm the father.
I'm scratching this one. We're done.
Yeah,
we're on it.
I'm the father of 4 daughters and 2 sons. Anyone who's gonna get this one is going to go home with my wallet. What's the name of my mother?
Why don't you just give us a conundrum? What the fuck? Do we look like we work at the University of UCT?
Mara, don't
be stupid.
Okay, I just want.
What the fuck does he want from us?
No. I just wanted you guys to get a feeling of what these kids of ours are undergoing at school.
Okay.
Because they teach them this.
It's just like a paradox.
When it comes to exam, they ask them that. You understand?
You are a father of 6.
No. Okay, wait. No, Peter. No, Peter.
You go to school. They teach you about me.
Yeah.
They said this one is the father of 4 girls.
Yeah.
And 2 boys. Okay? You memorize that, it's fine. Come exam. What is Peter's mother? What is the name of Peter's mother?
It's irrelevant to the thing, to the
that is what happens.
Memorandum, I think.
That is what happens.
How do you deal with
Let's chase the sun.
Let's chase the sun. Let's chase the sun.
Mega is back here.
Mega is back now. Mega is back.
Your point is that our education is not in sync with reality. No? I think that's what you're saying.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Our education is not
in sync
with reality. Ningastrain vatu chitu chineva ngasinipindule ningovagudisa ngamulingoni. It doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Okay, cool. So Big Bang Theory, Mega, you're part of this Big Bang Theory discussion. Check if your mic is still back on there. Big Bang.
My understanding is that some scientists are saying that this is when existence started to happen. There was a Big Bang. There was an energy that was so constrained that it needed to explode. When it exploded, it created universes as you know them, and galaxies. Well, a universe and galaxies, or galaxies and universe. I don't know how.
The galaxy is like a child of the universe.
Yeah. So they say universe and galaxies, and that's how we then become to be. You know, what I want to believe is that maybe that Big Bang is when God, you know, like a Christian, when he said, let there be. That's just
let there be life.
Let there be everything.
Yeah.
Let there be light.
But our life was designed 13.6 billion years ago.
And that's what you're saying.
Before the 4.6 billion years of the planet. So do you think God gave a fuck about whether we should exist, because we have never even found extraterrestrial life, which goes back to the aliens, anywhere in this universe, and we don't even know how many universes we have. The odds are that we've got parallel universes. We have never been able to prove that. We have got a telescope there. It's called, please Google the last telescope from NASA that they sent out in December the 25th.
Point of order. Point of order. Nipro, please.
You are
Please, me. Nendo of Christ. What tendo of Christ? When you mention the word God, we don't use the fucking God.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you. I wanted to.
What did I say?
Did he say fucking God?
Cut it out.
No, he said did he give a fuck about?
So I can't say God didn't give a fuck. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hadi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it out.
It's a pen. It's a point of order.
You can still put it.
No, that one ADD.
But say two.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should put it inside, and then you addressing me to acknowledge the fact that we're not gonna edit. This is gonna be raw.
Yeah.
Mega, Google the part where James Webb Telescope is gonna give us the edge, if there's an edge in the universe. And because I'm arguing with the scientists that the universe doesn't have an edge, the same way that we used to think the world was flat previously, so the universe might not be as flat as they're thinking. Right.
I think, because there's some of us that still believe.
Say the distance of the analysis of the James Webb, ne? James Webb's telescope, because I'm arguing that one with them at NASA there. Say to look at the duration of how far it can show us. Can we see where the Big Bang started from the James Webb?
You see, the problem is that we thought we knew, but then the reason why there's James Webb is because they realized that
we didn't know.
It's not even there. It's not even.
So we're gonna leave this hanging because it's the same thing as going to the moon, and then you're gonna argue.
Even this Google that we don't trust so much.
Okay, sure.
It's not even. Sure.
It's fine. We're done. We're gonna. I'm gonna park two things: Big Bang and James Webb Telescope. We're gonna have to call the Americans and the NASA people to come and also be contributors to this as a continuation of this of unasked questions. Ne? So the last one: conspiracy theories, Illuminati, and all those. Guys, knock yourself out.
Okay.
You're the one who came up with this one, Mega. Should I kickstart it?
But if they're conspiracy, a conspiracy is a conspiracy. A conspiracy means that we cannot never prove it because
I think Mega, come this side. Come and sit here.
Yeah.
You'll be discussing with Peter and
But I still don't believe that conspiracy theories are really something that we
even if they can change your position, but
because I'm not gonna have effect because it's a conspiracy.
It's conspiracy.
Like how
you copied like that.
You know, George Bush answered this question when he was asked. So you said that you are part of the Skull and Bones. You're part of the Skull and Bones society. You know, so how do you answer? What goes on there? Conspiracy theorists are gonna go back wild on this one. They need an answer. You know what he answered? He said, "It's a conspiracy, so I'd never be able to have an answer." They are exactly what they are. Conspiracy theories. They can be proven right or wrong. We don't know. They are just conspiracy. So, Peter, what is your take on conspiracy theories?
My take.
There's Illuminatis. There's Satanists. They say there are conspiracies.
Okay,
triple C's.
According, as much as there are people who came forward and confessed, it can no longer qualify as a conspiracy theory. So there are people who came out.
It's an existing thing.
I understand.
It's an existing thing.
Yes. Then I should think we should talk about it as something that exists, that lives amongst us.
So they're no longer conspiracies.
No, it's no longer a conspiracy
and very
theory,
convincing, ne? Someone you know you grew up with, or someone you know very well that this guy didn't go far with academic and stuff. 1, 2, 3, the guy is well successful. Everything that you dream about,
they've got.
Yeah, and then he come and confess to you that, guys, this is what is happening. I went there.
I actually wanted to ask that. How do you know that this guy did not work hard? Because academics, it has nothing to do with success.
Yeah.
You know, you are just a profound slave who can work hard and earn 100,000 or 200,000 a
Then
month.
you are programmed to
You
work
know,
for life. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you are
Then-
you are a profound slave. However, but then you answered by saying that they come to confess.
But
I'm not gonna ask you to call out names because then it's not gonna be right.
No, we're not gonna call out.
But you are
call
sure
names.
about what you're saying.
I'm definitely sure because I'll tell
So
you.
snakes and mermaids and everything, they are in existence.
It's existing, those things, Chief.
Nipro, you need to get yourself a mermaid.
You still got
It's existing.
Yeah,
Definitely. Because I'll give you a practical example. You know, when you grow up, you will find there's a family where the father, in numbers, not only one family, in numbers.
I think we should hold this mic.
Where you find numbers of family, ne? The father, when we grow up, they grow up as a businessman and stuff. When they die, ne? When they pass on, ne?
Everything goes
Everything
haywire.
goes. And then we normally try to blame the kids, the wife, they are not disciplined and stuff. Why will this thing happening to all of these people? Chief, this thing of what you're talking about, you said is conspiracy
theory, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is because it's a theory because it has never been really proven. But if you say that there are people that came to confess, then it means that this is reality. It's scaring me right now. It really does because I've seen those families that you're talking about.
People who prevent it.
Alex and Naphy, I've known the corner shops selling very successful, and then I'm not gonna mention names. That
unknown.
That unknown.
Yeah.
How come so?
Yeah.
Who was married to the daughter? He's trying. It's not working. There was even a saloon there next, and then the grandchildren are trying to take over the saloon.
It's not working.
Nothing is working until it goes dead.
And the people who prevent it, they said to us, or no, once the person who
This is
Mega.
You see
It's a small world.
No, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as that shop at 10 Avenue, Dunlop.
Hey, Dunlop, what Dunlop?
And even the Dulda shop.
Do you want to be on record, Chief? Do you want to be on record on this one?
This guy's strongman. He's strongman of the Gauteng alone.
Give him your mic. Mega, you've got your mic there.
Yeah.
Give him your mic.
In case you go Kasikili one right now.
You understand?
Because I get Kasikili one.
But Mega, my point is when I say
Mega, you're gonna from now on, Mega, guys, can I direct this? You're gonna be running from here, all of you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Now
No,
I'll turn it around.
This is very interesting. No, the thing is, you are saying right now that it's got people that came to confess. His grandchildren are still living right now, and it's not gonna be fair because this man is killing me on this one, and he doesn't want to show his face. So I'm just saying,
throwing you on the hot train.
he's throwing me on the hot train.
No. Mara, he directed you onto saying.
I was making an example with him that what he's saying now. He's trying to make reference to something that I am very aware of, but there wasn't. Mara, he knows Kukas. But I don't know. I don't want to say those people in the maturi.
The cat that the other Madala was.
Mara, if it is known.
Yeah, and it's not known.
But you don't want to be the one who confirmed it.
That man was just a guy who was a guy who was a giver. This gentleman. He was a philanthropist. That's what he was. Philanthropist. That's what I know him for. And I know that, for instance, I'm going to make an example. I worked in Marble Hall. In Marble Hall, when I was working there, they told me about some guy who owns a place, anything upstairs, in town. No, not owning, but he had a house, Elling proper.
You do still need to call people?
So no, we're not calling anyone.
No,
So they said this guy, they grew up with him because 7 start ki kasi ya ko Mabelo Hall. They said rentsele na go 7 start motho hey rentsele na motho na atsamaya Pitor how bo wa mo o sa ga double story for his family. This man went and studied law. He went on to become very successful, even opening up his own practices. You know what I mean? This man now pusher. Now he comes back, takes his family out of Kokasi, Kumakhaing.
Yeah.
He buys them a house in town. That's their town. If you have to look at that town for yourself, it's not wow that you move them from the village to town. You know what they said to me? This is a man that went to school, he became an advocate. They're now saying that no, more Mabelo Hall. And I was like, but how about this guy worked hard and that's why he's where he is? They were not hearing it. You know, so sometimes, and this is why I'm saying these conspiracy theories, they sometimes are actually that. I'm trying to get to this point. Not so long ago, I had a brother of mine, a brother not from my mother or my father, but a guy who was very good to take me into his business. You know what I did? I shadowed him. I was there on his side the whole time. And there was some money that I was getting from him or some benefit that I was getting from him. Unfortunately, it didn't end well because, you know, when I confronted facts, he felt I'm undermining him.
Yeah.
And then he got upset with me.
We know that.
However, the experience I gained from just shadowing the guy, just being there, seeing what he does whenever he's doing it, for me, it gave me so much knowledge that if right now I must run a restaurant, I'll run it flawlessly because I was there next to him. Not that they were saying, now this is what you must do, but this is what I was just there to learn, to see what he's doing. So maybe can say they do not transfer skills, but maybe their way of transferring skills was saying, come, be next to me, see what I'm doing. Wake up in the morning, we must start this. And that's maybe their way of transferring skills. But unfortunately, the ones that were coming.
Okay. Can I come in? The people that you think they were transferring information to, do you think they would know? Which I'm suspecting it's employees. Would they know?
You feel that they must know. You feel that they should know.
I thank you very much, guys, for give me some lessons. I can't say education. Yesterday we had a big problem with someone. I said no, I gave him an education, and then this guy said no, you can't give him an education because he don't have qualification. He has education level, and the guy refused to stand and say he educated me, and now me I sorry. I can't educate someone because
you need to qualify them. It's either by SACA levels, you must say level 1 and
officer,
or your skills level.
So you must I accepted to be educated, to be corrected. But the guy that I was giving me a lesson, he refused to say no. He gave him education.
You must give him a qualification. You must say NQF level 1.
So I said thank you to guys to give me this lessons. What I'm going to do, that's my homework. Thank you very much, Nipro. Timbuktu, it's my. I can take 2-3 weeks, but when you come after 3 weeks, you won't tell me anything about Timbuktu.
Okay.
Because somebody is asking out there, why do I have a podcast? I used to do this 10 years ago, but I never got to publish it, right?
Okay.
And then recently I realized that we waste our school of thought when we're sitting together.
Knowledge.
And we're not sharing this information.
And someone take it and use it somewhere.
The same way,
very important.
The same way that I said today's topic is unasked questions that Peter would ask me.
Yeah.
And somebody, do you know that now we've answered a lot
Once
of
publish
questions.
it, there's a lot that's gonna take that information.
Okay. In a ref, it was supposed to be my show, but everybody's stealing it from me.
So, it looks like it.
Yeah, but let's wrap it up. The sun is gone, and then next time we'll be defining gravity, the distance from the sun to the moon, and everything. Stay tuned.
And how many planets we can fit in the sun? Okay, sure. Shit, is that the next one?
Yeah.
But I want us to do it on the other side.
Sure.
Guys,
we're gonna be doing the next one.
So let's sign out. Thank you for watching. If you have been watching this,
Ta-ta!
this looks like 2 hours.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody else as a contributor and everyone else. No, but
thank you for allowing us.
Should we play the music?
Yeah. Let's play
Let's
it.
do this. Let's do
Yeah.
this. Let's do this. Are we doing it?
You know, you're wrong.
Taxi.
Yeah.
Taxi.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching.
Thank you very much. Next time.
Really appreciate it.
Why you sacrificing with bitches? I'm gonna kill this one. My erectile is not dysfunctional.
Let's use our president, for example.
Are you over 10,000 kilometers away from South Africa?
Conspiracy theorists. I can open the door for you to join the Illuminati.
Good evening, everyone.
NippyCast.